loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and I am here with my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Andrew. Well, one of my bestest friends. Haley couldn't join us tonight because she's working.
She'll be here soon though.
But she's a very busy girl. We're really excited to see her. So tonight we had an extra glass of adult grape juice in her honor. Andrew and I do this thing all the time, where it started off the one time that I told you about Mandela effects, and like we've like talked about conspiracy theories before this, but when it became a thing was when I sobbed on your bedroom floor over like sobbing, like it was Fruit Loops that had me bawling, like sobbing uncontrollably on his floor, and he was just staring at me like I was so stupid. And ever since then, I love to tell him conspiracy theories and try to convince him that they're true, whether I believe in them or whether I think they're really just kind of like, whatever. So today, when I was getting ready, I watched Michelle Plotty's video. I know like you've had something to say for like 20 seconds, I'm sorry. She did a video just like this, where she did like dumbest conspiracy theories, and I think I'm probably repeating some of hers. I only watched the first one, but I mean, there are only so many like really dumb popular conspiracy theories, so if I sound like I'm copying her, it's because I'm not trying to, but I kind of am.
You're inspired by her.
I'm inspired. I don't want to be a copycat. I love her. I'll link hers down below. She's really funny. But what were we gonna say?
Number one.
Me.
Number two. I am so happy that this is the first conspiracy theory video we are making together. Because
is this the first conspiracy theory video you've ever made?
Yes, because I'm happy it's this one because I never believed them. And oh my god, guys, please don't hate me for that. Please don't hate me for that.
So I think that there are a lot of people who might get mad over some of these because I know they're some of the internet's most favorite, and I think almost all of them are pop culture. I don't know what this video is titled, but there are three that really stand out in my mind that I wanted to talk about, and then I don't really know if there will be any more that pop into my head, but the first one I really wanted to tell you because I know you have a bit of a history with One Direction. So the theory, now, do you know that Louis had a baby?
I do. I fell out of touch with One Direction a lot, but I know Louis and Liam had a baby. So
the reason I wanted to talk about this one, it was the first one in Michelle's video, and I only listened through that because I didn't want to like copy her entire video. I didn't want to know what else she talked about, so I'm gonna watch it after we film this. But the first one she talked about, I wanted to talk about because I remember being so obsessed with Babygate.
Who?
Babygate is the theory that Louis, and I'm not really sure of her name, I'm sorry you guys, I'm not like the world's hugest One Direction fan, but his girlfriend at the time, that they faked their whole pregnancy, that the baby was a doll, that the photos were photoshopped, and that he was secretly in a relationship with Harry the whole time. And now before you go off, I think you need to see some of the evidence. So I'm gonna pull it up. I really do. Like, I think that's half of this theory. I think it sounds really crazy and you're kind of like, what? But like, then you see the photos.
Okay, and while you're pulling that up, I'm just gonna raise the question. Why? Why would they do this? Like, what is the point?
When you search Babygate, like it's one word, it actually pulls up like baby gates.
I don't know.
Like gates to keep your babies out of things.
Yeah, because, you wanna know why? Because baby gates are real.
The photos are what really kind of make this theory. A lot of them, people think the baby was like edited in. Like there's some of them that don't make any sense. Like Louis is missing tattoos in some of the photos, and like it's this whole thing. I'm trying to find like a really good like rundown of this.
I know a lot of the pictures of the boys can be passed down through accounts like Twitter accounts and Instagram accounts, and they can be edited and edited and edited. So that could be a reason why the tattoos are gone. So like one of the biggest things is that if you watch like the way that he tweets, he always leaves a space, like always leaves a space between the end, you already think I'm crazy, the end of a sentence and an exclamation point. Like that's how he types. And then in his like post saying about his son, he didn't have the space, okay? Don't talk, don't talk. You don't get to react yet. This is not a clap.
So then the next thing is that the baby was supposedly born on January 21st. And Louis posted on the 23rd and said his son was born yesterday.
There are different time zones in different countries.
Okay.
And someone who wants to believe in this crazy conspiracy theory could just not look into the time zones of the different countries.
The next thing is that apparently Brianna, which is the girl's name, her best friend posted this photo of her like at the hospital holding her pregnant belly, except it's another blogger's photo. That's a little weird, right?
Well, no, those are two different pictures.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're literally the same photo. By the way, before you guys like run to the comments and you're like, she's crazy, like I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just presenting the conspiracy theory as is.
This is like a debate kind of.
Yeah, like it's just a back and forth. So what else? I mean, there's just like a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to find some of the Photoshop. God, BuzzFeed has like a literal novel on this. Wow. Like this is long. But here's one where everybody thinks the baby was edited in that photo.
Why?
I don't know. I guess that the photo was in black and white and the rest of his feed isn't, but like there are like Photoshop, like look at this, like little bits of like Photoshop proof. I don't know. And there's like a bunch of photos where people are like, I guess tattoos are missing or tattoos aren't right. But that's like a lot of this theory is they really think that photos have been photoshopped. They think that like photos that they're posting aren't real. They think the baby that they are posing with is a doll, like one of those you probably watched the video that I did like unboxing, like those creepy baby dolls, right? So like they think it's like one of those because they really do look super. Oh, here's a good one, because I guess that like there's a tattoo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Here's what I feel.
I don't know.
Why? Like we have like bigger stuff going on, like, you know, like North Korea. North Korea, you know, some presidents going on, you know,
we saw Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump at Santa Monica Pier tonight.
Yes, we did. But like, you know, there are some like crazy presidents in some countries and stuff, and like, you think like whoever is doing this, what, the government, are we saying here? No,
like I think the people's whole theory behind it is that Babygate existed because they wanted to draw attention from Harry and Louis. Because a lot of people are jumping on the Larry bandwagon. And I think a lot in Michelle's video, she talked about Larry and like Larry, you know, she believed Larry is real. I don't really like care.
Here's my thing. You know, Loey said I had a history with One Direction. Pat's out of the bag. I did, like, and not just like I was a big fan, like I knew a lot of stuff.
He
like,
was involved.
I was involved. I'm gonna film a video about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it right after this.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Yeah, we really, oh wait, you really want to?
Yeah, I'll do it right
after. That would be so fun, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it right after this. That's gonna be on my channel if you guys wanna go see it. But I was like involved with them and like I had a lot to do with them and I knew like personal things about them and I knew that they were with girls. Like especially Harry. Like I knew Harry was with girls. Like
people are going to drag you across the floor for that.
Drag me. I weigh more than you can carry.
So in conclusion, I don't believe this conspiracy theory. That's just the conspiracy theory presented. I remember when it first happened, I was like looking at the evidence and it's crazy because this stuff can seem so convincing. And I think that's a good segue into the next theory. So the next theory is in fact fake. That's what I'll go ahead and say. But it is a theory that has taken the internet by storm like 10 times. I was gonna talk about it because frankly, every time that the theory is brought up, I get a little bit freaked out because there are so many unexplained like weird things about it. But it is the theory that Avril Lavigne died in 2003 and was replaced by a clone. Like that was like a running meme for a while. Like I remember like telling all of my, like shaking people's hands and being like, Avril Lavigne died in 2003. Like, do you remember that face? Do you remember when I did that? Okay,
oh, wow. With you,
yeah. No, I was doing that for a while. Like it was like a running joke. And then followed by when I would shake people's hands and say, hi, I'm Loey, Taylor Swift is the devil. But that's another video. So
I love Taylor Swift.
Oh, I do too, but I think she's like the Illuminati leader.
No.
Okay, so the theory, of course, you already know that Avril died in 2003. The evidence that like supports this is like she's missing freckles and like her style of music really changed. Like there's like certain things like her ears. So okay, there are kind of weird things. Like her ears aren't the same anymore. You can't get like an ear job. Like you can't go to the doctor and
on the last episode of The Kardashians, Kris Jenner got an ear job.
What? You can get an ear job?
Go watch the last episode.
Okay, well, she may have gotten an ear job because her ears are different now. So like that was people's big thing. It's like she got a nose job, I think. Her freckles, like some of them had like disappeared, like moles had like disappeared and reappeared. Like weird things were going on and she supposedly had this like body double that would pose as her, so paparazzi would follow them, but there's like no photo of this person. So everyone believes this, right? With like zero evidence supporting it. Except that Avril had a really hard time after her grandfather passed away. And people really think like something happened to her and like somebody replaced her because the record label didn't want to let her go. The person who created this theory has come out and said, I created this theory. But even now people still believe it. Generally like speaking, when I present that to you, what is your initial thought? Like,
what my initial thought is that I think conspiracy theories are fun I think conspiracy theories are fun to believe in. Like, I like believing in them. I do.
So, like, you like the idea of, like, I mean, of course you don't like the idea that anything happened to Avril Lavigne, but, like, if something tragic had, like, you like the idea of Avril Lavigne died in 2015.
It's something to talk about. It's something to investigate, something to look up, something to talk about with your friends. But, you know, for the sake of this video, I'm not believing in the conspiracy.
No, and like that was like, I mean, I guess that was really my question. Like, honestly, I remember Shane did a video about this, and like, it's so funny because whenever he talks about things and like his conspiracy theory voice, like, I believe everything he says. Like, Shane Dawson could tell me that the sky was green and I'd be like, yeah, it is. So the theory is just interesting because I think a lot of people don't know that the creator of the theory has come forward and said it was literally a social experiment to see how things like this, like, or it was like a joke, it was like a parody.
Because
like,
people believe everything on the internet.
No, I know. So that's the Avril Lavigne theory, and I also kind of just wanted to shed light and say, like, the creator of that theory said it's totally bogus. I don't think Avril Lavigne likes the theory very much though, because she doesn't like ever talk about it.
Why would she like that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, maybe some celebrities like conspiracy theories.
Not where you're...
I think Taylor Swift likes conspiracy theories.
She
probably does. She probably would watch. That's why I'm afraid to make a video with her name in the title.
My thing is, any publicity is good publicity.
Not me.
In my book. Well, you've made it.
That's that one. This last theory is one that I heard about a while ago, except the thing was I didn't know who JonBenet Ramsey was. I've obviously heard of her, but my head didn't connect the two. And it's a theory that Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey. Now, you know the story, don't laugh, of JonBenet Ramsey, right?
I don't know. I've never heard of that. No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never heard
You've never heard of it?
No.
Oh my god, okay. So JonBenet Ramsey was this really young, really beautiful girl, and she, I think, was mostly like a pageant star. And she died and was found in her home, and people thought that the parents did it, and there was all of this. You really need to watch Kendall Rae's video on it, because she like really explains the entire thing. This whole thing was, people didn't know what happened to JonBenet Ramsey. People kept going back to like, she had such a bright future, she was so smart, like she was so talented, like all this, all that. And everyone kind of thought maybe she was like kidnapped and stolen away by people, and then she was like made into Katy Perry. Because Katy Perry at first was like a Christian pop star, and then that didn't work out.
Yeah, like
or like, I don't even know if that's what she wanted, but like it didn't work out for whatever reason. And then she went on to like become this like huge sensation, and like there are a lot of like Illuminati symbols, especially in her most recent music. I feel like it's very Illuminati, very like symbolic. And so people think that JonBenet is, they either think Katy Perry is a clone of her, because they look very similar. I'll actually show you a picture. Or they think that Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey. But my biggest, like, obviously I don't believe in this, but also like it kind of gets under my skin because like a little girl died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that's like, don't like try to make something like more interesting, you know?
A little girl died and it was a tragic event.
I feel like they're trying to take that and make it into something more. Like it was just tragic already.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you them side by side. So that was JonBenet Ramsey as a child, and that's Katy Perry now.
Okay, I could see the resemblance.
But like, it's like blonde hair. It's like a white girl with blonde hair. Their makeup is even sort of similar in that photo because it's like a pageant photo. But the whole thing is like, JonBenet's murder was a hoax. People believe this all over the place, even though like I don't think that there's really any evidence to show that. Katy Perry and JonBenet look alike. That's really the biggest thing. Their parents also look alike. They have similar eyebrows. They both know the lyrics to God Bless America. I literally think, I think the Huffington Post is trolling. I really do.
They both know the lyrics.
I think that was a troll. I literally think that was a troll. So what are your initial thoughts on that? Because I think like even with this one, like I can present it to you and tell you what it is, but it gets under my skin because someone really did die. This isn't like, maybe Avril Lavigne is gone and like she has a clone. This is literally like somebody actually died.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone should be touching that subject.
Yeah, I think that's just like kind of messed up. Yeah, like out of respect of like the parents, this little girl. I think my biggest thing is I can't imagine being the parents and then reading that. You know what I mean? Or like seeing that and then having to relive your daughter's death again, no matter what happened. Those are the three that I can think of, and I really can't think of any more that I wanted to tell you. Those are like the three that really stand out. I can't wait to watch Michelle's video though and like see others. Is there anything you want to close with about conspiracy theories? Because I know that you don't hate them. I know that we've sat on your floor and we've talked about like Mandela effects together and like how Berenstain Bears really doesn't make any sense, or you know, other things like that.
Yeah, conspiracy theories, I kind of just like I mean, I have a very playful personality, you know that. So I like people who believe in them. I kind of like going against them so we could like argue about it and stuff.
He just likes to argue. Like 9 times out of 10, like I'll tell him, Andrew, like my jeans are blue. And he'll be like, okay, sure, Loey.
However, recently, I've been wanting to post like a conspiracy theory video about Stranger Things on my channel. But a lot of stuff... But a lot of stuff happened on YouTube with me and trying to post that video, and now I have like a bunch of conspiracy theories about YouTube. So I don't know if maybe we should film that video on my channel.
Oh, I think we should film. I think we have a lot of videos we want to film. I have like so many conspiracy theories that I really do believe in, that I really want to talk about. My biggest thing with conspiracy theories is I believe everything. I'm the biggest, I'm so gullible, you know this. Like you could tell me anything and I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. Like I am so gullible. And a lot of the times I will get sucked into things like Babygate, and I will go crazy researching over something I don't care about. I lost like 20 days of my, not 20 days, that's weird, in like 24 hours of my life in total, like researching Babygate, because I was so obsessed with it. And it wasn't even like I was sitting there like, oh my god, Harry Styles and Louis are together, but it was like when I start to hear something and when someone gets convincing enough, I'm like, yeah, you're right. So for me, I think that there's a lot of fun in conspiracy theories in terms of like researching, in terms of hearing what other people think, in terms of like being convinced. Like there's a lot of fun in like being convinced of something that like previously you were like, that's so silly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's like my overall thoughts. And if you believe in anything, you're not stupid. Like if you believe in any of these, that doesn't make you dumb. That doesn't make you like ridiculous or anything like that. You could come argue with me about it in a playful way. It just is something, I mean, it's just like the clickbait title of the video, but it's also just like our way of like talking about conspiracy theories that I think are a little bit out there. So anyways, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. But if you haven't, please subscribe to Andrew's channel. He is my favorite human, and I think we're gonna post a video on your channel. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So we don't know which one yet, honestly. Like I'm sitting here like, oh, we're gonna post, but we don't know which one. There are so many. I definitely think, I definitely think the conspiracy one. That's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be really fun, you guys. So make sure to go check them out. I love you all very much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Bye.